he was just a very gentle, nice, shy guy.
He would always crack us up on set.
Do as you like. Enough of this.
Just having fun and just really, really enjoying the whole experience of being like on camera and stuff.
Kablam!
He's just naturally funny, and he knows. I mean, like, I think that I'm funny and clever, but it just flows so natural from him, for him, you know.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
How do you do that, you know?
So Joseph, he rocked. He was a cool dude.
We just kind of connected, so, we got along really well. We had a lot of common interests and things like that, and we hung out, and we talked music and books and other things like that.
Whatever it is.
Originally, I first got involved in film when I first met Dana, when we did The Keykeeper. She had written in a role, and I played in it. And a few years later, we revisited it, and Dana and I sat and we wrote a narration and some other parts to it. I had a friend of mine in his 40s, and I asked him to play the part. So he had went to Joseph, and Joseph was helping him with his lines. And Joseph was upset because I had not asked him. I had no idea that he was interested in, acting or anything like that. It really hadn't come open yet, the part of John. The guy was still kind of committed to it, and Dana was trying to hold out for him.
But he lived in Nashville, Tennessee.
But I was like, look, I've got a friend. He's got an open schedule. He's been wanting to do this.
It wasn't until the guy emailed me and said, I just don't think this is going to work. I texted Wes and said, okay, we'll go with your friend,
He was a natural, and he was a natural at it. He did really well. He did really, really well.
I wish we could have, some real alcohol. That way I could method act.
He really helped make this movie for the better, I think.
For an untrained actor, he had potential at the kazoo. He was a lot of fun to work with. He was a joy to be around. He kind of lit up the set when he was there.
Do it again. I think you have a line.
He just seemed to just enjoy being there on set. He was pretty cool, and he enjoyed it.
I think his acting, it made the film. People keep telling me all the time, that was their favorite character. I think he was really convincing, and he brought so much to the role that I did not envision.
Shrug and drink.
John is supposed to be the sensitive guy that ends up dying for Cagin. You could see it on his face when he realizes, Cagin is a Garlock and he's not allowed to kill his own blood.
She bears an amulet.
He was very talented young man. It's a loss that he won't be able to be in any more films because he has a lot of potential.
Cheers.
I do believe in fair.
That's strong stuff.
I thought the first time I met him was at my apartment when he came over with Cammie and to try on costume options. And I actually talked with his wife a pretty good deal, and he was really quiet. We just had a good conversation, and it was pretty cool. And I was like, I should hang out with him. Wes kept telling me we actually did meet a while back at a little shindig.
The first time that I introduced Dana to Joseph, it was so awkward.
That was the most awkward. Y'all get to know each other.
He wasn't very suave with the ladies or anything like that. And Dana, no offense, she's has her own difficulties with guys.
he was standing here, and I, like, you know, made you stand here, and then y'all talk.
It's just like two, when they met, it was just like, what are you? What are you?
I'm directly placing you in front of each other's faces and demand you to be friends, and so we were like, hi.
Here, a puppy meet kitty. Did a lot of outtakes, just funny stuff.
Traitor! Traitor! Ah!
And it was just, we had a really good time.
Ah! Ah!
I was living at a house on the property at the time, and the rest of the crew was coming from Hattiesburg. And I got a call, you know, before they were supposed to show up, and they were like, hey, something happened. So Joseph shows up. He had a certain time he had to be there, but he was like 10 minutes late or something. And he came in really apologetic, you know. I don't want anybody to think that I'm not taking this serious or anything, you know, this is a big deal to me, and I don't want to come across unprofessional or upset anybody. And he went to this whole big spiel about how he's taking this very, very serious, and he didn't want anybody to think that just because he had shown up late this once, it would be, you know, a continuation. He wouldn't continue to do this. I said, well, dude, it's okay. They got in Covington County, and they had to turn back around, and they forgot the camera. And he's just standing there, and he just goes, they forgot the freaking camera? And he just turns around and walks out the door. I'm like, you can hang around for like, no, just call me when they get here. And he just, you know, walks out the door, gets in his car, and leaves.
When we were dubbing, he, like, you know, said something during his death scene.
Stand me a little bit of money. You can get it.
And we just started falling out laughing, and then we synced it up, and then we were just falling out laughing some more, and just the point of tears. And I remember just being pinned on the floor, just, like, trying to hold back tears.
Oh my gosh!
We couldn't stop laughing for like 10, 15 minutes.
Walk into it.
Actually, walk into it.
Oh, my bad.
He was so funny, and he could take something not funny and make it funny, as I'm told, you know.
And Lou says to me, just last night, I was chased up a tree by a fairy. He was trying to steal me ale. And I says to him, wish he'd have stole you while he was at it.
Like, Wes was like, you should say, like, well, I thought it was funny. And so he added that in dubbing.
Well, I thought it was funny.
He was really making fun of me. So I thought that was cool. Like, he put so much personality into the role. It was great.
Is that too much? Is that too much?
A little more. A little more.
Say when. I get the ground.
Not on the shirt, dude.
Would you like to?
Alright, that's good.
The thing is with stage blood, if you get it on your skin, if you don't get it off quickly, it'll always stain. And we got through filming and all, and he was like in some jogging pants. He didn't have a shirt on or anything, and the blood had stained all over his stomach, and it was stained down. I was like, dude, you have to stop now. He's like, yeah, I gotta get some gas. I was like, don't put your shirt on, dude. You've got to go up in there like that. He's, yeah. And so he goes to the gas station, and I'm like texting or talking to him or something. I'm like, how did it go? So, man, I just pulled up and started getting my gas. People were staring at me, and I had my shirt on. I was like, sup? You know?
He was very proud of this movie and this project, and we honor that.
At the funeral, I was told that Joseph wore his little Garlock shirt the very last night of his life and was talking about the film with a friend, you know, just hours before he died. I didn't realize how special it was to him, how happy it made him to be a part of something like that. I think about Joseph every day, and I can't really figure out why. And the only explanation is that he was a part of my biggest dream.
I think it meant a lot to him. For a creative person, one of the best feelings is to be able to have an outlet like that. And I know he enjoyed it. Oh man, I know he enjoyed it. He talked about it, he shared it with his family. It was just, it's so great to be a part of something like that. And see something that you helped be a part of, something that you helped to create in a way, see it come to fruition. That's a great feeling. And he found something else that he was good at. I mean, he was really good at it. And I think, along that line of adding to his good things in his life, I think that was a big positive for him.